Hello, now you are on to writing the rebuttal in your persuasive essay. While it's important to mention opinions from the other side of an issue in your persuasive paper, it's equally important to rebut those opinions. To rebut means you should tell what the other side thinks and then go on to tell what is wrong with that point of view. In your rebuttal paragraph, you are going to introduce an idea that the other side believes, then provide 3 pieces of evidence that prove why their opinion is wrong. And remember to stick to one idea. One overall idea with 3 pieces of evidence that prove why it's wrong. One way to do this is the comma but sentence. With the comma but sentence, you mention an opposing view and then after a comma and a but, refute it. Here's an example. Some experts believe that a low-carb diet is healthy, but the American Heart Association still recommends a low-fat diet as the best way to stay healthy. A comma but is not the only option you have, of course. Transition words are the key to a good rebuttal statement. Here's an example. While many people purchase animals at a pet store, it is much more compassionate to adopt an animal from your local humane society. While is the transition used in this rebuttal sentence. You're going to try it out. Let's look at these pairs of sentences. We're going to combine each of the pairs of sentences to create a clear one-sentence rebuttal. Use a different transition for each rebuttal. Here's a list of transition words that you can use. Trinity thinks Shawn Mendes is hot. I think he is gross. How can we combine these sentences to make a one-sentence rebuttal? Here's one way to do it. Although Trinity thinks Shawn Mendes is hot, I think he is gross. I used the transition word although at the beginning of the sentence and combined them with a comma. Here's another example. Some people are crazy about a Starbucks mochaccino. I prefer to stick with skinny lattes. Combine those 2 sentences using a transition word. Try this one. A vegetarian diet is probably better for you. I could never give up triple threat meatball sandwiches. Combine those 2 sentences with one of the transition words. One more. Mom says it would look tacky to get my nose pierced. I think it would look elegant. Combine those 2 sentences with a transition word. Just kidding, one more. Everyone I know wants a big monster SUV. My dream car is a little purple Saturn. How could you combine those sentences with a transition word? Remember, transition words can go at the beginning of a sentence or in between. Use some of these techniques when you're writing your rebuttal paragraph. And don't forget, ask questions when you need help.